Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Football Manager 2017. Today we're going to be playing against Dunfermline, who are currently the 9th ranked team in the Championship League. We are still third, tied in points with Falkirk, but quite far behind in goal differential. Very importantly, though, we are significantly ahead of the 5th place team of Morton, which should put us solidly in the promotion championship at this point, or the promotion playoff, I guess would be the right term. Hopefully we can end ahead of Falkirk, so that would put us in a much better position overall. But if we stay where we are, it's not the end of the world. Now, I haven't done any trading yet. We do have until February, I think the 2nd or the 1st. Schedule is over here. Events by list. February the 1st is when the transfer window closes. So we haven't made any transfers yet. We'll have to see how it goes. Finances, this is what we've got here, which isn't a ton of money. I have extended my my scouting to also start scouting, which maybe I should have done before, probably. Like, I should have started early December to do some of the scouting. But the right and left defenders. Now, I'm not really looking as much for the right flank because we've got Nicky Devlin there. And yeah, he's only ranked 2 stars, but he's got some potential. He's also our team captain. So we'll see how it goes. And on the left, we do have, who did we get there? Oh, Calum. How come this is not ever ordered in the right way that I want? Calum Crane over here, who, again, doesn't have a massive star rating, but actually does do relatively well for us. You can see, like, Nicky, 6.94, 6.84, like, not stupendous, but it is there. Balatoni has been doing great for us, but unfortunately we're going to lose him very shortly, which is disappointing. It's worth noting as well that Kevin Nisbet's contract is expiring, and he hasn't done stupendous for us. He hasn't been terrible or anything like that, but we've got plenty of strikers, and we're not going to need to keep him in that list, I think. And that will free up one potential loan spot to go forward, which actually offers up a lot of interesting potential. So we'll be visiting the loan situation probably after we deal with our transfer, which I'm hoping to take care of by about mid to 3/4 of the way through January. I guess one of the other things to consider is there another position that we really do need to fill in? I don't know. You know, we've got tons of depth in the midfield. Sick amount of depth in the midfield. Lots of good 3-star players in there. Very happy with the way things are going there. And it's not that we don't have, if Magat gets injured, so Balatoni's gone. If Magat gets injured, then we actually don't have a whole lot going on in the middle. Lots of people who can play there, but not a lot of people who can play well. So that's why I'm still looking for another person. Get a pair of really good, strong central defenders. Although, again, we've got our midfielder here who tends to sit back a lot too. So that might be a possibility. But yeah, if we can maybe find someone like that's stupendous on one of the flanks, that would be pretty nice. We do have Tony in there. It's interesting. Tony must be more comfortable in a slightly variant role, because it's not like he's stands out that much over here. What does he like to play that he's considered such a high star at compared to Nicky? Not that much more. It's kind of interesting. His readiness just, maybe that's what a big part of it is. Now, Nicky, you're still training to do, I believe, by default, the fullback position. That's fine. If we look at Tony Ralston, who is on a loan, but he's 18. He's got a lot of growth potential still. Your development, fullback, is that really the sort of thing you want to do? I guess so. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be fine. We'll just keep training you up. You should get there. And we've got you on a fairly long loan contract, don't we? Yeah, huge loan contract. So Tony's like almost just another big part of our team. So yeah, I'm really not looking for the right flank too much. So if we can find someone on the left, fine. Find someone in the middle, I think that's also very important. So we're going to keep looking towards that. But today, we're just going to go ahead and deal with our match against Dunfermline. And hopefully we book a win. Again, this home game against 9th place team, this should happen. I don't know if it will, but it should. Livingston want Gilmore on a loan. You're not going to pay me anything for it. And I realize we're not really using him much. Okay, my assistant actually auto-rejected this, which is fine. Yeah, I don't want to loan him away for nothing. There's no point. We're not using him, and we'd just be paying his salary, and it's not like we're developing him for the long term. Ross is capable of playing, minimal risk, fitness test not required. I don't think we're going to start you. Actually, no, you're in pretty good shape over here. Craig's still unhappy. Wants first team football. I don't know. Again, on paper, Ross is just better in well, not in every way, literally, but in most ways. Ross is significantly better than Greg Fleming. So I feel like I've got to keep playing Ross. I kind of feel bad that the actual person who's on our team isn't a little stronger, or isn't getting played more. But I think we're gonna have to do that. Hopefully his mood doesn't bring down the rest of the team. Peter Murphy is wanted by a team, huh? That's interesting. Peter's actually quite good. His value is super low, so we probably wouldn't be able to get much money for him. Oh, we didn't renew his contract. That's right. That's the other incentive for getting someone over here. We never did renew his contract, partially because at 36, his physical stats are decaying, and that is definitely going to be a problem. So how do we... Okay, yes, you're interested, but... I don't know if we can, like, do anything about that. I guess I could offer him around. I like Peter Murphy a lot. But I don't think I can justify keeping him on. So let's see if we can get him for a couple thousand or something like that. I don't get to keep any of this right now because they're debt. That's one of the things that happened in between episodes. The board came and said I don't get to keep any of the transfer fees anymore because they need to pay off some debt, which sort of sucks. But I think the Ballatoni stuff came in before that. I think the amount we have includes the Ballatoni stuff. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see, and then we'll really have to fill in these mid ranks here. But again, we've got an opportunity for one more loan if we're not resuming Nisbet, and then we've got a little bit of money to actually recruit someone. So we're gonna get 2 brand new central defenders, and hopefully we can find something decent to fill that in. Okay, so we are 1-2 favorite. We are. I didn't double check, but we should have had our offensive situation set up despite the name. I'll have to verify that. We're just gonna go ahead and mark the 2 strikers over here. Continue the team talk. Just, do well. We're the favorites, so do something. Control this, that, excellent. Check the tactics screen. Yeah, it's not the super linear 4-4-2 counter, but it should be perfectly fine. Still the 4-4-2 diamond narrow, relatively offensive. We've got good focus in the middle. I could move Doherty back here, actually. If I don't, I should do this. There we go. Yeah, I think not having Geegan or Doherty in the rear position is going to be fine for this comp. Well, we say that now. We could get quite surprised with a lot of goals. We've certainly seen that happen if we come in with a little bit too much hubris, and we are on a control position. But I think we've got to at least try to play offensively, and then if it starts to fall apart, then we will flip over to a more lockdown control kind of thing, or maybe not literally lockdown, but move the central midfielder back to a half-back position in the middle there, and maybe get a little bit more coverage over the strikers. But right now, they're having a very hard time finding an opening, which is great. I think it's just a lot of that is a combination of the speed difference between the two teams. Forrest with an interesting dump there. That seemed like a particularly poor move. Luckily, Ashcroft just decides to go dump it to the side. He probably would have been wrestled away by someone, so it was probably the best way to try to slow down the play. But still, I was a little bit disappointed by what Forrest did there. I'm not sure what the deal was, but all right. Riley making a nice move there. It does go wide. We do have to tip it, so they're going to get a corner kick out of this, which is always very risky. Although, oh no, it's next week. Next week we're going to be doing some practice on our defending of set pieces. Because I like to do it every few weeks, because it does linger for a little while, and we're going to be playing against Falkirk. Nice advance forward to McGuffey. He is all alone right now. He gets wrestled away. Might have been nice if he'd been able to dump it back to Thomas, but I can't criticize him too much. Falkirk is ahead on their game. Damn it. They're currently 1-up over Wraith. I really need Falkirk to not win again, because that would have put us ahead. Over to McGuffey, but you're still a little bit surrounded. Back to Doherty. Wide to Crane, who's going to get... Nope. No cross there. It gets blocked. McCabe picks it up. I suspect he'll probably just dump it. I suspect the other team is on a more of a counter mentality here. Going to look for openings, but generally be defensive. Oh my god. That was a little terrifying there. Our possession is, so we're 60-40 for possession, although it's still early, so those stats can be skewed. Struggle to keep possession. Well, no, now we're oh, actually, it was 60-40 the other way. Sorry, I was assuming I was on the right here. Yeah, it's not going actually all that well. It's interesting that possession has been a little bit lower, considering the high-tempo short passing game actually does tend to lead to a little bit more possession, because there's a lot more just back and forth and less just pure dumping it down. Oh! I'm not feeling this here. How's the pass completion? We're at 82%. That much is good. Tackles, well, there's not enough of a sample there to really be able to tell what's what. Okay, Thomas midfield in. Devlin wide. Doesn't really get the cross, but Forrest does pick it up. Oh! Then that pass gets interrupted. I'm thinking that Forrest isn't doing well with his passing at all today. Maybe some of his decision-making is off. That might be true, actually. Unfortunately, we can't bring Harkins in. Harkins is out with an injured knee. I believe the other note was that Craig Moore actually injured himself during training. I think he's only going to be out a few days, but he does have an injury. We've got quite a few people who are on the sidelines for this. Well, not even on the sidelines. They haven't even suited up. They're sitting in the stands watching the game. So we don't have our best of the best here. And that does hurt. Paul Canary with the corner. Does get knocked away, defended pretty easily. Cardle is moving it up well. We've got some good coverage, and Devlin does prevent the pass from completing properly. And Doohan dumps the ball in a way I'm not entirely pleased with. Okay, I was going to say, with the long range here, I was about to make a change, because what I want to do is... I want to say, listen, we're going to play out defense because we can probably beat them. We actually might even do a run at defense. I'm willing to bet our team has a little bit more agility than they have. I haven't compared it yet. But this will risk getting tackled more. Actually, their tackling's not being too bad. We will play out defense. We will do that. But I will say work the ball into the box. Look for overlap would be nice, too. It risks pulling us too far out of position and opening us some counterplay. I'll just leave it to work the ball into the box and hope that's going to be good enough. Yes, let's make a tactical change and hope that starts to deliver for us over here. McGuffey, ooh, long bomb, but there was way too many targets in the way. It was hard to believe that was ever going to go in, but I do appreciate the attempt. That's fine. All right, so we've locked in our changes now, so we will try to play the ball out of defense. Again, with our pass completion, yeah, at 82%, feels relatively safe to do so. That does slow down the tempo potentially a little bit because we don't move it as far forward, but it is a little bit more possession-y. Nice pass over to Crane, who... No cross, just pass it back to Doherty. Doesn't really have a good passing target. Or does... Ooh, he tries to bomb it from far away. That's not going to work out at all. 35 minutes in, still 0-0. We are out shooting our opposition here, though. They are playing very defensive, so it might not end up being, a 3-2 game like the last one. Again, we're not really rocking the possession, and I mean, I could just hit the button, but possession isn't automatically the thing that leads to a win. Okay, they dump it deep to us, which is fine. Too much space. That was the add and always close down, which I guess would be okay. Sure. No. Keep the changes. Right, because it hadn't triggered yet. Crane. The cross. Nope. Devlin keeps it in over the Forest. Nope. Devlin still keeps it in and tries to advance it again. It's going to give us another corner. Now, one of the things that sucks is for all the free kicks, we don't have Harkins around, who's so good with the free kicks. 50-50 possession. We're out shooting them considerably. Come on. Are you performing well? No, you're really not, actually. Not happy with your performance. Come on. There you go. Dig in there. I don't want to make too many other changes. I think our changes are generally sound. 11-7. I mean, they've actually gotten a fair amount of shots. Now, 6 of them have been off target, so I think they're having to take a lot of long-distance shots. We could take a look at the stats, but I think they might have like a shoot-on-sight kind of mentality thing going on here. Devlin, intercepted by the goalkeeper. 3 on target. We have 2 clear-cut chances and not just not going in. Gavin Riley, you think we should maybe mark or something like that? Who's Gavin Riley? Oh, that's over here. We're still tight marking him. Falkirk still going to be looking to maybe win their match here. Kearney gets the ball. We've got... Who's that way for? Oh, that's McGuffin. McGuffey. He's not able to grab the ball there, but we still got control. Forrest moving it up a lot. Probably going to go wide to McGuffey, who's going to struggle to find some of the passing to... Ooh, Thomas moves into the channel, takes a long shot. But, again, sails way overhead. We really... Like, this is a match we're really supposed to win, you know? This is risky. And again, we don't have all these stratagems practiced. Maybe I'm going to hold off. I don't want to overcomplicate things for these guys. They don't have that sort of creativity and mental skill to really deal with too many strategic changes. So I may be overdoing it. Anything we should do in terms of replacing someone? No, energy levels are still generally pretty good. So I might wait until the 70-minute mark to do a first sub. Especially with a handful of our players hurt. Okay, Nicky Clark's being subbed in. And we need to make sure that he gets marked as well. With so many of our players injured, we don't have, like... Our substitutes are really starting to scrape the bottom of the barrel. So, oh my god. Thank you very much, Ross. So, as long as our current players still have some legs underneath them, I'll keep them on. Come on, Allen. Move that ball. Move that ball. Nice move for... All right. We're going to change to more mixed. It'll be slightly longer passes. I'm going to get rid of the play-out defense. We're going to try to move the ball forward a little bit faster, even if it means slightly riskier passes. I might... Oh, and I can't do it right now. I was going to say I might want to go and change the tempo as well. Just go to normal tempo. We're clearly not overwhelming the defense the way we'd like. Okay, we're 70 minutes in. I definitely want to start making changes, especially since they have. Calum doesn't really have a good sub. Paddy Boyle's not a bad player, but I'm going to hold off. We'll bring in Robbie Crawford over here. That's going to be fine. And at the front, I mean, I guess I'll bring in Kevin Nisbet. Yeah, we'll replace McGuffey over here. Nisbet feels very comfortable in this role. All right, let's do that. 2 subs. Middle and front. Trying to be very aggressively minded with our substitutions here. Magat with a nice tackle. Oh, but it does get recovered by the opposition. Oh my god. Yeah, get rid of that ball right now. And that's going to be a throw-in, not a corner. So thank goodness for that. That could have very easily been us falling 1-0 to a team we should absolutely be dominating here. Come on. Crane moves it up to Thomas, over to Crawford. Goes over to Doherty. Is he going to take a long-range shot? He is, and it's just going to go wide. And that's with the, like, push the ball in. Like, work the ball in, and we're still not getting that many opportunities to get in close. I don't want to go more attacky. I mean, the last thing I want to do is overextend and give up a really, really, really stupid goal. Do I have a decent sub for you? No. No. Caleb, let's bring in Patty. That's going to be okay. I'll just set you support. Huh. Oh, Caleb, is he actually going to get a yellow here? It's funny that we're subbing him out right now. If it is that going to be his yellow that makes him miss a game? I think he may have been on yellow warning. I don't remember. Anyway, we're subbing out Caleb Crane. Anyway. That's it for our subs, but oh, god damn, this defense. And actually, Dunfermline's gotten a shocking amount of shots on. Actually, just as many quality shots as we've gotten. This has been, like, an incredible goalies battle here. And I don't know what other changes... Oh, bit of a tackle there. What other changes we'd be looking to do right here? Switch to route 1, long, like, really long passing. Pump the ball into the box. I don't think so. Devlin with a nice long shot. Would have been a beautiful goal. It really would have. We do have the corner here. So, one of the things with so much of our team switched up... Okay, you've got that. So you do have the best people in position for these set pieces, in theory. Ian Doherty, Forrest. Nice set of passing there. Back to Geegan. Doherty. Forrest. Nisbet, but he's pinned down. We might... You know, maybe the thing is we're not giving enough credit to the flanks. Maybe what we need to do is get some crossing done. I don't know about early crosses. I don't know. They're pinning down our middle so well. It's like... Don't think we can exploit a flank. But maybe get it up to Calum there? Alright, tell you what. Oh, we don't have Calum in play anymore. I feel like we've got to do something, but I don't know what it is. I don't want to overcomplicate my players' lives. But we're just being shut down by some really defensive play. Well, I'll tell you what, if it comes up again, at this point, just go nuts. Let's see what we can do. Alright, it's going to be... our new strategy is going to come in here for this goal kick. So just get it moved forward, dump it to the flanks, and hope we get a goddamn frickin' cross that goes in. But it looks like no. Free kick given. They're going to get a yellow card on the other side. But the fact that the free kick didn't even leave to highlight, and there we go, that's 92 minutes. And we're going to end this bastard of a game in a draw. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, no, I'm mad. This is the sort of match we should be winning. We should have crushed these guys. We got to fight Falkirk next, away. I mean, without Harkins, that does hurt. But I mean, come on. Yeah, I think they did just tie up our middle too much, and we weren't taking advantage of the flanks. I mean, Crane had potential. I guess I could have said something like clear out to the flanks earlier, or something like that. They really smooshed in very, very aggressively. And maybe I could have just brought both fullbacks up. Waited for overlap? I don't know. I don't know. That's really disappointing. I'm very upset by that. Very upset, because our next match is going to be a big challenge. Falkirk away. And Falkirk won theirs. So that's 38 points. I mean, obviously, if we win the next one, then we'll be slightly ahead. But, you know, only slightly ahead doesn't mean much. We're still in a great position overall in the competition. It's not like these are do or die things. It's just that's very upsetting. And if we did hope to move up to the second place in the league, we needed to win that. And then probably win the next one as well. And then that would put us in a really good position, 3 points ahead of Falkirk. Instead, what we're going to look at is if we win this, we'll be 1 point ahead. And that does not feel anywhere as good. And part of my issue, too, is we're going to be playing 2 away games. I don't remember how the Rovers are doing. Huh. Oh, it's in the Scottish Cup. The Rovers are in League 1. Okay, so they're 1 league beneath us. But if we draw here, if we lose to Falkirk, our morale is going to start to be shot. If we lose to the Rovers as well, which could certainly happen, then our morale is really, really going to be shot, and we're going to have a hard time restarting things, especially with only 1 home game in between this. You know, that's going to be rough. I'm so mad. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm still happy we won the match against Queen of the South, although I would have felt a lot better if it was a 3-0. This match, we should have crushed. I don't know. I mean, I think the control mentality was fine. I think we did need to cross more, and we're not playing a stratagem that offers that. You know, if we had 4 midfielders, or even 5 midfielders, the game keeps wanting me to go like a 4-5-1 or some damn thing like that, then we've got a lot of possibilities. I could have played Forrest out wider, which again is what he's quite good at. But he's not good at crossing. Nikki, yeah, you're not good at it either. Crane's really good at it. Maybe we really do have to keep exploiting that flank. I think I should have exploited the left flank sooner. Get the ball to Crane a lot sooner and a lot more frequently and try to see if we can get some crosses in. I'm still going with low crosses because my people in the final third don't really have a lot of jumping reach and heading skill. Like jumping reach 12 is fine. Heading skill is 6 is bah. Heading of 9 is fine. Jumping reach of 12 is okay. Thomas isn't bad at it. Forrest, if I recall, isn't great either. Heading of 1, yeah, no. That's not what he's there for. Well, it is what it is. Thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you guys next time.